Hello my lovelies, hope you've been well. This video is a little bit exciting for me because it's a mid-year techo kaigi lineup thingy-majiggy. I don't know what to call it. Like basically it's when I review my system for this year during mid-year, so I know kind of like what's been used, what I've been enjoying, what's been working, what's not been working. Because when I actually compare it to my techo kaigi for the beginning of this year, sometimes it varies a little bit. I've also done a little bit of reusing of my travels notebook lineup because I did get the olive a few months ago when it was released, so I thought it would be a nice, oh that's heavy, so I thought it would be a nice little talk video, like a chatty video of me just show you guys how I've been using certain stuff and if it's been working, and see, you know, maybe it'll work for you as well. Sorry, I'm just moving this all around, but anyway, like my techo kaigi from last year, I'm gonna start with all my planners first because they're the ones that planners less journal, basically on my travels notebook. You know this, that they're like occasional journals that I take out and use based on the inserts, but these are the ones that gets filled most often, so I'm just gonna go through this first. Okay, I will go through what I intended them to do and then what it kind of evolves to be by mid-year kind of thing, because it's already like some of them already been changed a tiny bit. So the first one I have here is the Kimbor Weekly, and when I got this was intended to be my planner for everything work and general life, like social life and things like that, and my meow illustration was meant to be all my like project and like, you know, social media and shop and those kind of stuff. That's what I was thinking of dividing it by when this year started, but it evolved quite a bit and I'll show you. So in the beginning, when I first got, it feels like it's too small for my planner, which is funny because last year I was on a B6, so I was on this before, so it wasn't like, as you can see, it wasn't that much difference. It's just a little bit of difference, right? But this feels so much shorter, but it was mostly because my first few weeks were holiday weeks, so I crammed a lot in, whereas these days, if I'm just working during the weekdays, I don't do a lot. Like I don't really write a lot of work stuff in here mostly, so it's gotten better. And also I used to track all my breakfast, lunch, dinner on this section, but I actually moved it on this section, and I also started using a smaller nib pen, which helps a lot because that looks very, very like, you know, intense, like there's a lot of things, but when you look at this, it looks really nice and neat. This is why I really, really love EF and like very fine kind of pen, because I don't know, it just makes everything look so much neater. So I feel like that's a little bit of a hack. If you want your planner to look neat, just use like, you know, smaller nib pens basically. But anyway, that has been like that for a while, and then it evolves a little bit to I started separating my to-dos, so like my normal to-dos and my work to-dos, and then a little bit of habit tracker and weather. That didn't last really long. I didn't track this week. I wonder why, but I started tracking it for a while. See, like these was tracked for a while. The weather and the habits were tracked for a while, and then I kind of fell off it. And I started doing like a normal day-to-day to-do and then a weekend to-do, because I feel like when the week kind of stopped, I feel like I have so much more to do than just the normal weekdays, because weekdays I usually just do work. And then like, you know, relaxation time basically. But so yeah, so I ended up having a space just for weekends because that is so much easier to see when it's in a chunk, so that was working well as well. But yeah, after a while I got lazy. Look, didn't even write anything on this one, but this has evolved quite a lot. Like these days I don't even have any to-dos to track. Like I mostly just track. Oh my god, I haven't done it for a whole week. But anyway, these days I just track mostly what I do. because my to-dos have actually moved to this journal. So in the beginning, this journal was meant to be for just my project stuff, so a lot of to-dos, and I track when I get orders and stuff, and how many orders I have to send out. And then I started tracking like numbers for my YouTube and Instagram and things like that. And then after a while, it just got a little bit annoying that I have to remember, okay, I want to write down about something, but I want to write it down. I have to write it down on either this or this, and it feels really kind of like weird that it's separated like that. So after a while, I kind of just make this into a to-do list. And I think from now on, I'm gonna use this to-do list both for life and for projects. So instead of dividing it that this is gonna be my life and work, and this is gonna be my projects, I'm just gonna put it all into one. But this one is basically for what I've done for that day, for all work and life and projects. So whatever I've done that day, I'll put it all in here. But if I have to-do lists that I want to get done, I will actually put it in here. I don't usually decorate, but I think I wrote something wrong, so I just put a sticker on that in there. So this doesn't get filled a lot when I'm busy. Like, I've been quite busy last few weeks, so I haven't been really writing on it. But that's my plan for the second half of the year. Just going to do all my to-dos here, but I'm still lagging behind sometimes because I think I'm in that phase where I'm a little bit of like a planner lull. I feel like that happens to a lot of us in the middle of the year, right? Where it's like, yeah, I've done it for a few months now, and then like you're a little bit tired of writing all this stuff, but it'll come back again. So those are my like planner and to-do planner kind of thing. Whereas this is my journal, my weekly journal. You probably see this a lot if you watch my streams, because these pages I usually stream weekly on Sunday/Saturday, depending where you are in the world. But I really like doing that because that forces me to actually do this, because if I don't stream and do it, I usually don't really do it as often. So, and I catch up a lot in this. So really been enjoying filling up this journal, and it's just basically a little blurb of what's happening during the day. And if I want to write more, because these are very, very tiny, right? If I want to write more, that's when I actually open up my Midori one day one page and write more. So this one is a lot of catch-ups I've done until what is this date? So these was January, so I have caught up to January, so I'm behind on this one as well, but at least I have this to refer to, right? And I am a little bit of a catch-up kind of girly, so I feel like I'm always catching up with my planners. But yeah, it's okay. I put down things down here that I want to write about so I don't forget. But when there's like ephemeras, things like that, I paste them in here anyway, or like slip it in at the back or something like that. So yeah, so that's my Midori one day one page. I don't know what else to say about it. So basically that's my planner lineup. I'm still using all of them, but as you can see, there's some pages that are empty, and I'm trying to be okay with that and not guilt myself into like doing so much when I don't feel like it, because I feel like that's when you kind of burn out, when you force yourself to do certain things that you're not feeling like at that moment, kind of thing. So next we're going to go through my travels notebook. I have many, but I swear all of them gets used at a certain point in my life. In the year, maybe, I don't know, but I tried to divide it up. This actually has been basically went through them and reorganized it, so some of them are in different places, also because I have a new olive as well and a few other fun journals. Did I make more journals? Yes, I certainly did. So we'll just go through this one by one, okay? So this one is the blue travels notebook. Then this has all my ABC stuff. This doesn't change a lot from the beginning. Actually, this is still the one that I take out most often. You can see that it has a lot of dents, like because this charm just presses on it. But I'm not as precious about it anymore. And it's just nice to bring this around when I need to take notes and stuff. So these are like general notes whenever I go to conferences and stuff. Here's a craft folder. This one is when I go to my church and there's like a talk and stuff like that. I write notes in here. It gets decorated a little bit, which is why I have a sticker release paper in here, because I want to be able to like decorate a little bit if I want to. So I have a few of my PG tapes and stuff if I ever need to decorate. So that's the blue travels notebook. I'll just place it here. My second one is one of my favorite, the black one, which is funny because I feel my black one is a little bit different from a lot of other people, because mine feels a little bit more suede than the blue one. So I really love this one. This one has my personal journal, which I don't use that much anymore ever since I have my Midori One Day One Page, because that's where all my like longer writing is. But it's not finished yet, so I'm still keeping it for now. There's also a daily Bible journal that I'm still trying to work on. I'm really bad at this. But the reason that I had this journal was that I was listening to a podcast where you read the Bible within 365 days, and I did it the year before, so I did it in 2021. But because I was just only listening to it, it felt like I wasn't I wasn't remembering stuff. I wasn't properly digesting it, because I would listen to it when I go to grocery shopping and then got distracted. So this was meant to be for me to listen and to actually take notes, basically, but it didn't really happen. I'm still working on it, but no worries, because my whole life is always a progress bar, And this one is a K-drama journal, which I've been enjoying a lot, but I haven't been like writing on it a lot because I just got really lazy collaging and printing all the pictures. So if you have any recommendation for a good printer for photos, please do let me know. Like the portable one that just prints from your phone would be amazing. So yeah, that's that one. I really want to write more on my K-drama journal actually. So the next one that I have is my Travels Hotel, and this one has my favorites journal that if you watch my videos, I make this every time I do a favorites video for the channel, just to keep track on it, and also mostly to force myself to sketch and watercolor more often, because some of the things that I cannot use here, kind of like if it's not PET tape or it's not like washi tape that I can't use, I have to like draw it and write things. So it has forced me to sketch quite a bit, which I actually really like. So this has recently moved from another journal to this one. I'm actually in the middle, and that actually makes me so happy because I take a while to go through my inserts. So yeah, and the New Zealand travel journal, which if you know this and you've watched some of my earlier techo kaigis, you know that this ephemera pack got lost somewhere, so I cannot finish it, which is a little bit sad, but I'm still going to have it there to remind myself that, just find that ephemera pack basically. And also this year, yes, I did acquire this earlier this year, the Travels Diner, which I cannot say no to camel inserts. You already know this, so I did get it. And this one actually has a new journal. It's my tea journal. So I recently gotten a tea set, not tea set, what is it called, like a tea, I'll just show it to you guys. So I got myself a tin that has like different types of tea from one of the local like tea stores in Australia. Oh my god, it smells so good. And I'm working through that, but I want to keep track of which flavor I like, which one I would rebuy, which one I wouldn't, kind of thing. So this is why this insert was born, and I'm 100% telling you that I am using it, because I feel like I am so guilty of starting new inserts and then not finishing it. But this one also, because I drink tea in stream and then I do it on stream, so there's like an accountability thing there. So yeah, when did I start this? I didn't write a date on this one, but I did on this one. So it's on February, I think I started it. Is it February? No, it wouldn't be February. I don't know when I started, but I feel like it's either like April-ish or something. But I've gotten 4 pages in, and I just paste the packaging for it, so I know the kind of like what tea is in there, because this one is like green tea, natural and artificial flavoring, strawberry yogurt cream, and freeze-dried strawberries, and then some commentary. And I feel like this is going to be so useful if I ever be like, I really like that tea, but I can't remember why I like it, and blah blah, and you know what it tastes like and stuff. Then I can keep track on my tea journal. So this is one of my newest insert, and I love it, and it's been getting a lot of views actually. And you also know that I did get an olive cover, because I've been dreaming of it for a while, and when it comes out into the regular lineup, you know I cannot resist to get it. You already know this. So this one has my kind of like old bullet journal / turned into like a tracker of some sorts. So this one I don't touch often, but every end of year I will go in and put in all my numbers, so I can see it easily. Like, what is it? Where is it? Like all these like shop numbers and stuff. I just kind of like, because I keep track of them month by month in Notion, and then I'll just transfer it in the end of the year. I just don't want to like stop using this, because there's still a lot of pages left. So I think I'll turn it into tracker book. It can probably last me this year and next year, and then I will retire it. This is my Happy Mail journal, so you already know this. When I get some mails from friends or from purchases and things like that, this is where I collage and write things on it. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward. And I also started this insert. You're gonna laugh at me. This insert is solely for me to stick random ephemeras that I can't throw out. Look at me. I cannot throw out random bits of paper and like stickers and things like that. So I actually made a journal for me to put it in. But I haven't like been doing a lot of these things. But I should have just like, whenever I find stuff, I'll just stick it into there. Maybe I'll do that. But that's slightly, what do I call it? Like an ephemera journal. It's essentially my junk journal, that one, right? Because it's like all these junks that people would throw away that I keep because I'm a hoarder. Anyway, this is my art journal, which is so sad because I really want to finish it, and I'm like 1 page away from finishing, but I keep like forgetting to do it. But I actually really miss doing this like travels notebook spread, so I might do some soon, hopefully when I got some time. But that's my art journal. Oops. And this A6 is still having my 2020 oh my god, it's 2021. It's like my journal from 2 years ago that I still need to catch up on. I'm on October, so we're like on, we just have a little bit and then we can like be done with it, but it still haven't been done. Oh my lord. This is a traveler's notebook passport, and it has an art journal kind of thing. This insert is given to me by my lovely friend Maddie from Hello Naya, and I really love this insert, but I haven't been doing a lot of spreads on this. I feel like the last 2 years I've been focusing a lot on my thinking of you, because I had to have that like up to date, because it's dated, and then all my undated stuff just like fall on the wayside, I feel like. This one, my camel, has another journal, which is, I made this because I wanted to be more minimalist. So this is my minimalist journal. Which is not very minimalist in like the minimalist standard, but I've been really enjoying this last time. I haven't picked it up for a while, but let's see if I manage to pick it up. Maybe I'll challenge myself and do some more of this. And this one is actually, this doesn't really count, I guess, because this is basically just a wallet and I carry them around as a wallet. That's why it has the chunky pen. But I'm just gonna peek, making sure none of my cards are shown. But I have a plastic card for my plastic insert for all my cards, and then this is for all my coins, and then craft paper if I have like ephemeris and stuff. Sometimes I put it here, and I have the monthly that I'm actually thinking to write on, but the weekly is meant to be for like if I'm on the go and I need to schedule some stuff for my social stuff, then I'll write on there, but I haven't been using it. And this is just basically a grid passport to take note on, but I haven't done that. There's more cards in this as well, and there's more like coffee cards for the back. So it's a little bit chunky, but I actually really like having it. The only thing that I find slightly annoying is that every time I want to like find my card or things like that, I have to actually open it. So but also I'm not using a lot of my cards anymore, because everything that I usually just use my phone and my like phone to just pay past everything. So I don't really need my card always everywhere, so I don't always bring this around. If I'm just going for like grocery or a quick like walk down the park, I don't bring that and things like that. So yeah, that was a really quick, I feel like, overview of all these many things that I have. But like I said before, if you've watched my previous like techo kaigis and stuff, all these travels notebook, they all have their own uses. I don't write on them every day or every month. They are mostly just like when I feel like it, I'll journal on one of these kind of thing. These 4 are the one that are getting some use more, basically. So that's why I have so many. But I feel like, you know what, I'm the type of person that likes to compartmentalize my stuff. So if it's, I like for that journal to just have one use, like one is for my tea flavorings and things like that. So next time when I want to find a certain thing, then I know exactly where to look. Whereas if I just have a commonplace book that has everything, I feel like I will just get lost, because I was like, which page is it again? Which month is it again? But if I have it so that insert only serves one purpose for me, right? Like the tea journal just writes about tea. So when I want to like look for new teas, like to restock, because I have a lot of teas, I don't really need to restock. But I mean, if I really want a certain type of tea, right? If I'm like, actually I really do want more breakfast tea, and then I can just go back to that insert and be like, okay, these 3 are the ones that I like. This one has the most stars, that means I enjoy this the most, so I will get this one instead. So that makes it easier for me, rather than if I have it just on a book with everything else, with all my K-dramas, with all my ephemeras, with all like everything, then I feel like, oh, how do I find that particular flavor of tea that I want, kind of thing. Is this really showing how much of a tea addict I am? But anyway, I feel like that makes more sense for me. Maybe you're the type that puts everything in one journal, and that's fine, because I feel like everyone works with their own way. So there's no right or wrong. I'm just sharing this, hoping that, this is one entertaining for you, but also maybe it'll give you some ideas how to use your journals that's lying around. Because let's be honest, right, if you're watching this, that means you probably have more than like 5 books, 5 empty books laying around. And you know what? That's completely okay. I have a ton of books, empty notebooks that lying around, and I'm always looking for ways to use them. But also, yeah, just I won't shame you for having a lot of journals, unused journals, but I hope you do find some use for them. And if I actually do help on the conquest of starting a new journal, then let me know. I would happily cheer you on, because for me, the more journals, the better, because I'm using my stuff, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'll stop rambling because I feel like this has gotten long, and for the last 5 minutes I've just been like rambling on about things. But I hope that was helpful. I hope you see an idea for a journal that you like. Hope you stay healthy and safe, and I will see you on my next video. See you. Bye bye.